Hello there. We're doing the practice problems for Module 1 of the second edition of Apologia Chemistry, and they're found on page 36. All right, Martin? And I'm working with Martin today. Martin, will you please read us practice problem number 1?
Okay, number 1. Convert 1.2 milliliters into liters.
Okay, so we're going to use the conversion units, either 1,000 milliliters per liter or 1 liter per 1,000 milliliters. Which is the right one to use? The one on the left or the one on the right? Remember, we want to cancel our units and get rid of, we want to end up with liters. So times 1 liter per 1,000 milliliters. Now our milliliters cancel. So we're going to divide this by 1,000, which is easy to do by just moving the decimals. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, right? So it's going to be 0.0012
milliliters. Liters.
Liters. Now, what's wrong with my answer? How many significant digits should it have? 2, and it has 2 right here.
It's more than 2.
No, these are insignificant.
That's right.
The only significant. Since they're insignificant, what should that tell us? We should be not expressing them.
Yes.
And so we should be expressing this as 1.2 liters. Oh, excuse me, 1.2 times 10
to the second, I think.
To the negative
3
liters. Okay, so that is how we want to express the answer in our scientific notation. This is the correct number of significant figures, but it's not scientific notation. This is like the problem that we did, the review question, where we asked what was wrong with his answer. We calculated on our calculator, we got the same numbers, but he had too many significant digits and he had not expressed it with scientific notation. Martin, now I would like you to read question number 2.
Okay, number 2.
Says convert 34.50 kilometers into meters.
Okay, 34.50 kilometers into meters. So the relationship between kilometers is meters to meters is 1,000 meters per 1 kilometer, or 1 kilometer per 1,000 meters. So we're going to pick the right one to use based on what we want to end up with. We want to end up with meters, and so we're going to use this one.
Yeah, that one.
Times 1,000 meters per 1 kilometer. And these units cancel. So what are we going to do? We're going to multiply this number by 1,000.
Yeah.
That's another decimal problem. 1, 2, and I add another 0. So it's
34,500 meters.
how many? Let's first look at significant digits.
There's 4 in the original number.
There are 4. This has no, excuse me a moment. This has no relationship to the, sorry about that, number of significant digits. This is perfect. It's exact. So you don't need to think about it. So the only number with significant digits that we need to look at is this one, and it's expressed with 4. So our answer needs to express at least 4, right? If there was a different number in our equation that had, say, 3 significant digits, that would be the fewest we would need to express 3. But we've been given an equation with 4 significant digits. Therefore, our answer needs to have 4. Okay? So there's going to be 2 things. We're going to both scientific notation and significant digits. So to make it have 4 significant digits, we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
And we're going to express it as
3.450 times 10 to the 10,000. 4 times 10 to the 4.
for
meters.
meters. Very good. Okay, and that's the answer for number 2.
Now, number 3, convert 0.
Just a moment. Okay, go ahead.
Convert 0.045 kilometers into centimeters.
Okay, we're gonna actually use 2. We're gonna go from kilometers to meters to centimeters. So the relationship here is 1,000 meters per kilometer. And that's actually the one we're gonna use, so let's just hold on to that.
And 100
And then
centimeters to a meter.
Then we'll have meters, so we're gonna say 100 centimeters
to a
per 1 meter, and that will end us up with centimeters. So we're gonna multiply this by these 2 conversion units.
Okay.
So 1,000 meters per 1 kilometer times 100 centimeters per
1
meter. So meter, meter,
yeah.
kilometers, kilometers, bing, centimeters. That means we set up our problem right, because we're coming up with an answer in centimeters. Now let's count our zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can stick in some zeros. So we have 4,500
yes,
centimeters. Okay, let's look at significant figures. How many do we wish to express?
2.
Correct, 2. And that's fine. That's what we have. So we're going to call it 4.5. Because remember, we want to express it also in scientific notation as well as significant digits. So these 2 are the 2. 4.5 times 10
to the
1, 2, 3.
3 centimeters.
Very good. Okay. I think we're going to do number 4, and then I think we're going to pause and start a separate video.
I think we should do up to 5. Then it's not like uneven. You should do like
I
an
think
equal number.
4, I'm not interested in your thoughts on this time, because 4 goes with 1, 2, and 3. In a
If
way.
an object has a volume of 34.6 milliliters, how many kiloliters of space does it occupy? Oh man, we're going to need to use like 3 conversions for this one.
Right.
No,
So-
actually we can do this with 2.
No, it's just 2. So we need to go from milliliters to liters and then to kiloliters, which are normally not used, but we can do it because we know what kilos are.
Kilo.
All right, so
Kilo.
so we're gonna go, we want the liters in the numerator, so it's gonna be 1 liter per 1,000 milliliters. And I want the kiloliters in the numerator, so it's gonna be times 1 kiloliter per 1,000 liters. Liters cancel, milliliters cancel, we end up with kiloliters. And how many zeros do we have in this number? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it's 0.0000346.
1, 2, 3, 4,
kiloliters.
5, 6. Ah, what am I doing? I
You're doing it
multiplied.
completely backwards.
I went backwards. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4.
0.1234 zeros, and then 3, 4, 6 now. And that's kiloliters. How are we going to express this, Martin? You tell me.
Well, actually, if we're talking significant figures, that's fine. But
Correct.
we're not. So
Well, we are, but we're also talking scientific notation.
in which case we need to multiply. We need to put that as 3.46 times 10 to the 5 kiloliters.
10 to the
5. -5, yes. No.
Okay.
It's about time you saw my face, but first.
Hello, Martin. Thank you.